Hi. Today's weekly words of wisdom are all about objectives, the mission, and how to get more people to buy into it in order that the results are shared equally between all of the team. I'd like to start with a quote. The British Armed Forces are considered to be some of the most highly trained and one of the most professional fighting forces in the world. It's a proven track record, a history of performing, often against the odds, to achieve the mission. Throughout history, its greatest achievements have been as a direct result of a clearly thought out and exercised strategy, applied with the absolute resolve that there is no plan B, no second chance. It was a dive in, sink or swim. We are going to succeed. Now, interestingly enough, that's the first opening paragraph of chapter 1 from my book, Battlefields to Boardroom, back in 2015. And yet the reason I choose to share it with you today is that the first call I had this morning with a client was all about team and performance. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the team. They're all doing exactly what it is that they've set out to achieve. The roles and responsibilities are all set within the business, and we can see significant improvement and growth within the business as a result. But the conversation this morning from the business owner wasn't a gripe or a whinge or a moan. It was just an observation that there are some members of the team. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a small team all sharing one office, but there are some members of the team that are a lot more on board than others. And we wanted to try and identify as to what's caused that and how to resolve it. So today, I want to talk to you about your why, your mission, and being able to get a culture that evolves and gets everyone to be able to buy into not just the job role and the description and the requirements of that, but of the greater purpose, and understand as to how, if we can build a culture around that, magic happens. So first of all, why is it important to have a why? Well, it's like jumping into your car and setting off to the centre of London without a map or a sat-nav. There's a damn good chance that unless you're really, really familiar with the London inner city system, and perhaps you know of the recent roadworks and the one-way systems in place, you might get lost. You might require some external assistance to be able to get you effectively and efficiently to where it is that you're heading to. And yet, why is it that so many business owners jump into the driving seat within their business and set off with this notion of what success looks like without really having sat down and planned and plotted exactly what does success look like and the route that you're going to take to get there? Now, that's the first element, and we spoke about that only a week or so ago with regards to the importance of a business plan within your business. If you've not already watched that, then I can put the link in here below so you can see the importance of a business plan and how to be able to map out your vision and your mission and your values and help people to drive towards that. But today's business topic, if you like, is all about being able to take that a stage further and understand that once you've got a business plan, there are certain elements of it. You might not want to be able to distribute the whole of it to all of your shareholders, the people involved within your business. I might not want to share all of the financials with every member of my team. But there are elements of the business plan that I feel are imperative that we share with every single person within the business, possibly even as part of the recruitment process, to be able to ensure that we've got the right people on our bus. You see, the problem is that many employees see the job and the role and the responsibility. And the trouble is with a smaller business is that many people who applied to come and work in a smaller business assume that job is the job that they'll do while they work for you. It's almost dead man's shoes. That, well, I'm the marketing assistant for the business, and that's what I do. Without any real consideration that if we are a growing business, that the marketing assistant might subsequently one day become a marketing manager, and eventually throughout time might evolve to become the marketing director and have a manager and assistant underneath them. It's all about being able to map out what does a bigger business look like, what does growth look like within the business, and help people to understand the contribution that they're making towards the growth of the business, towards their own career progression. Otherwise, we're just doing a job. And whoever just wants to do a job, whoever wants to be doing the same thing again and again and again for the rest of their life, we've got to help inspire the people within the business, all of the members of the team, to understand the value of what the mission of the business and our why has to them and their why. You see, I've already spoken quite at length with regards to aligning your personal aspirations of what does success look like for you as a business owner with the aspirations of the business, in order that the business is able to help you to achieve your personal goals and aspirations. There's no point working harder and harder and harder in the business if it's actually taking you further and further away from what success looks like for you in your life. We've got to have some alignments to be able to make sure that the business is operating to support what it is that you want to achieve from it. But once we've done that, we've got to help the people within our team understand how contributing to the business's success plan in turn supports their business and personal success plan. What does it mean for them, either professionally or personally? Have they got aspirations of going from the assistant to the manager and subsequently to the director? Do they want to be able to build the extension on the side of the house? And how much is that going to cost? And where's that money going to come from, if not from being able to earn more from the business that they're already in? It's about being able to have a clear vision statement for the business and to create a culture within the business of people that buy into the vision beyond their roles and responsibilities. It's about helping teams to understand that how we all contribute together impacts the business in such a way that we all benefit together. And it's only when we're able to achieve that within the business that we move from first gear to second gear to third gear, and we go flying down the road, not just to London, but to the south of France. We've got to have a clear vision statement within the business, a clear mission that we're all working towards. What does success actually look like for your business in the next 12, 24 months' time? And then a means of being able to contribute and communicate that to every single member of the team in such a manner that they understand the impact the job that they're doing is having on the success of the business and in turn their future success. That's Jay Allen from My True North with this week's Words of Wisdom. If you'd like to know more, simply get in touch, and I'd love to be able to talk to you about the scale and growth of both you, your team, and your business over the next 12 months. Take care, and I'll see you soon.